Hello family, friends, and YouTube. Welcome to pond time, right? We're gonna work on the pond a little bit. And so we are in the end of March. We got a real sunny day, but it's still pretty cool out. We're attacking the pond a little bit differently this year, where we're starting to think more and more about water quality. We've been dealing with lots of algae. We've been dealing with what we call biofilm, where it kind of looks oily on the surface. And so we're gonna start out this year focusing a little bit more on the pH. And so I got my little guy here, my medium-sized guy here. He's going to kind of help me moving supplies around a little bit. And so the water looks really clear right now. And so will you dip that in the water really quick? So bought some, just the tip of it. So we bought some pH test strips. And so my understanding is that the pond pH wants to be between like 6.5 and 9. So right in the middle of the road as far as pH goes. And so little strips here, and that's supposed to be changing color. And I'm sure that with that sun, it's not going to show up very good. I'm colorblind, and so this guy here is my eyes on this situation. So let's do some comparison. So according to our little test strip here, pH is right around 6. It's kind of hard to really tell. It's not a real positive color, but around 6. So middle of the road should be 7, right? So definitely the water as it is right now is slightly acidic. And as the water temperature starts to rise, the rot starts to also increase. And so we're gonna start out by doing 2 things this evening. The first one is I went to the Tractor Supply and I got a 50-pound bag of lime. We're gonna get the boat out and we're going to put that lime out in the pond. 50 pounds might be a little heavy, might be a little shy, but this is going to be one of the activities that we're going to do all summer long, is periodic pH testing and try to keep that, slightly base, really, but a little bit on the high side of that pH level. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to put in some dye. We're going to put in some cold weather dye, a little bit of bacteria, and we've worked really hard, but we want to make sure that plants aren't growing, vegetation is not starting to grow. So hey friends, not too spectacular, not spectacular at all. 50 pounds of lime. I don't know, maybe it takes 500 pounds of lime, I'm not really sure, but at any rate, 50 pounds of lime. We'll come back in a couple more weeks, test it again, and see if that level has gone up, right? The dye will just kind of work its way around, but the dye will get circulated in and start doing good. And so we're hoping for better things this year, a little more beach, a little more play, a little more fun. So hey, it's about that time to finish out the night, and thanks for joining me. Say thanks to this guy, huh?
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye now.